A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll run it with Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and goal.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Alvin Kamara. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington has made this a 1-score game. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score our home team 17. Visitors 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground, and he powers his way up past the 30. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Going right side here, and that's complete. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A 10th carry for Kamara, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
The 30-yard line.
From the gun, Rodgers. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Intercepted.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter,
and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now Rodgers. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
At the 39.
Rodgers to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
For a Washington.
To throw is Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And Washington able to make this a close game again. And the lead is down to 2.
The point is good. Makes the score our home.
So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Number 30.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
2nd and 4.
They'll run again with Jackson. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Brings up
Wilson to throw. He'll buy some time right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it's 3rd and 5.
He was covered by Jamal Adams.
He's back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
The 49-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
Back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
On for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. One last shot for Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
23.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play.